Fox Lake, Illinois is a town divided by the dirty secrets lying just below the surface.
It was a shock to everybody in the community.
We found out that Joe wasn't the hero that he was.
The man known as G.I. Joe, a 32-year veteran cop, turned out to be a fraud. Investigators say Lieutenant Joe Gliniewicz staged his own suicide just moments after calling headquarters to say he was chasing 3 suspects. He was later found dead, shot twice in the torso. But not only did Gliniewicz fake his own murder, he'd apparently been stealing from a police explorer youth training program for years.
He had been stealing money for at least 7 years, using it as his own personal slush fund. High-end vacations, adult website subscriptions, and the list goes on and on and on.
Allegations of sexual harassment and public drunkenness in his personnel file have rocked this small enclave to the core.
He betrayed the badge. He betrayed everything his persona stood for.
In the days following his death, a motorcade of 4,000 police officers attended a day-long funeral for G.I. Joe. Now, new details, including Lieutenant Gliniewicz's text records, show the dark side of this once beloved officer.
The front he would put on was nothing like he was doing behind the scenes.
Text messages he deleted before his death show he feared an audit by the village administrator. If she gets a hold of the old checking account, I'm pretty well expletive. His wife, Mel, writes, maybe we need to hide the funds somehow. According to this affidavit, the state attorney is now investigating Mel and Joe's bank accounts for theft and money laundering. Over 1 month ago, in an exclusive Crime Watch Daily interview, Mel Gliniewicz and the grieving family described Joe as a devoted father, husband, and cop.
He's one of the greatest examples of a person that I could think of.
I lost my heart. All I want is one more kiss, one more hug.
Police also investigated a report that Gliniewicz tried to arrange a hit against the village administrator, Ann Marin.
It was a lead we developed, a lead we investigated, but a lead we ultimately had to close because we had no evidence.
I was stunned. I was a little afraid, but I was not very surprised.
He also wrote in a text message, "Trust me, I've thought it through many scenarios, from planting things to the Volo Bog." The Volo Bog is a swampy nature reserve a few miles from Fox Lake. Police won't expand on what he may have meant, but they found other disturbing evidence at the Fox Lake police station.
They opened up a desk drawer and found a small amount of what tested positive to be cocaine in an unmarked evidence bag. So the question became, was this cocaine in his desk drawer or something that he was going to plant on the village manager?
Police also discovered an excessive amount of surplus military equipment stockpiled in the explorer's storage area. The potential discovery may have been the last straw for G.I. Joe.
The day before he killed himself, the village administrator asked him to conduct an audit of explorer equipment.
1 month after his death, Mel insisted they were both devoted to the Explorers program.
I did a lot with that program with him. Why did it get quiet? Again, I was very heavily involved. We both were.
Now investigators want to know just how involved Mel was. She hasn't been charged with anything. According to the evidence stacked against G.I. Joe, he was apparently living a lie in every sense of the word. And in trying to fake his own murder and pretend he died honorably, his final betrayal was also his last.
This week, lawyers for Mel Gliniewicz filed a motion to unfreeze her bank accounts. In a statement, her attorney says words cannot describe the depth of Melody's ongoing pain and hardship. At this time, Melody is unable to pay her ongoing mortgage, doctor bills and other family expenses. And they go on to say, Melody respectfully requests that the community, law enforcement, pension board and press refrain from rushing to or misplacing judgment. Melody has faith that the truth will come out in time and, if necessary, in court. You can get the very latest on this story 24/7 on our website, crimewatchdaily.com.